Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of OCDtv, the video show brought to you by the Obsessive Comics Disorder website and blog. And we are here live at Annapolis Comic Con. I'm here with Steve, who is the owner of Third Eye Comics and the guy behind all this. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good, Chris. I'm having a great time. Losing my voice a bit because of all the screaming I've done, but I'm a loudmouth, so I'm used to it, you know?
That's pretty good. That's the only reason I'm able to hear anything back here.
Awesome. No, it's going great. We're really having a good time. The turnout's great. It's what we expected.
Right, and this is the first Annapolis Comic Con. You've already talked about that. We're going to have a second one in the spring sometime?
Yes, Ben has made the arrangements to book a second show. It's going to be March 24th and 25th. It'll be at the end of spring, and basically what we're doing is we're going to be doing a bigger show. It's still a smaller level show, but it'll be a little bit bigger of a venue, and it'll be 2 days, and that's going to be going on this spring, and we just announced that at the end of our costume contest earlier today.
Awesome. I can't wait to be there.
Oh, man, it's going to be great. We're stoked.
So what was the whole thought behind all of this? Because this just came in. You just announced this this year at Free Comic Book Day.
I'm crazy and I can't say no to anything. Basically, Ben's a really good friend of mine, and to be honest, I have to give full credit to him. He's done most of the nuts and bolts work of putting this together, making it happen, getting the tables together, all the arrangements. I'm just a loudmouth that he brought in to kind of make things, go out there. And basically what I did was he approached me and he said, hey, I always thought that there was kind of a void in that region for a comic book convention. So basically what we tried to kind of do was provide a smaller complimentary show to the already awesome and super great Baltimore Comic Con. And this is kind of just a smaller show that we hope to run twice a year, one small show, one slightly bigger show, and basically just do some really good regional comic show, something that's a little more akin to the shows that, Ben and I remember from when we were younger, and that sort of thing. Ben has a lot of experience with these things because he's ran booths at everything from San Diego Comic Con to New York Comic Con, so he does all the kind of nuts and bolts of that. But it was more of just kind of like we saw a void and we wanted to fill it.
Awesome, yeah, because Baltimore's only once a year, so what are we going to do the rest of the year?
Right, exactly, and Baltimore is an awesome show. It's a great show, and we wanted to do something that could kind of just continue that and complement it in a really good way.
Awesome. Well, what is your favorite part about hosting a show like this?
Other than talking about my store, which I do like to do a lot, I just like seeing everybody getting together and having fun and getting exposed to comics. I think the best thing of it is when you see people who don't already read comics, who kind of wander into one of these things and become comic readers because of it. I think that's kind of like, a really important thing, and that really, but the social aspect of it, I think is really the big thing, for the con experience.
And it helps for those new readers that your store is just right down the road.
It totally helps. That was in the planning, but no, I mean, I love the fact that you can get all these different people together and put them in one room, and people that are into all kinds of different stuff can find something they like. I mean, we've got dealers from all over. We've got vendors who are selling Silver Age, Golden Age. We've got vendors selling Modern Age, graphic novels, toys, videos, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm having a lot of fun here.
Awesome.
Well, speaking of comics, we got this. We're still in September.
Right,
this is the big month,
no doubt.
New 52. So what's your take so far?
Oh, I love it. I am an ardent supporter of the New 52. I think the DC relaunch is one of the best things that a company has done, and I think that it's very healthy for comics, and the amount of excitement that it drums up for new readers and for existing readers is awesome. We were one of the stores that ordered heavy on just about everything, so we were lucky enough to not sell out of too many of the crucial titles. There were a couple surprises like OMAC and things like that, but luckily, yeah, that one, I mean, we ordered equal to one of our higher selling Marvel titles, which is Uncanny X-Force. And still, we got low. We've been balancing a lot of stock between our stores because of that. But we still managed to, hit our supply and demand perfectly. And we didn't run out of anything crucially, which is really important when they launch something big like that. You know what I mean? But I think it's great. I mean, Justice League just went to a 4th printing.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, man. That's huge. And people are more excited about these comics than they've been. I think the best thing about it is that with the DC New 52, there's a comic for everybody. There's a direction for everybody. You have horror comics. You have Kirby comics. You have all this different stuff that somebody can grab onto and really get into. So it's got something for everybody. Yeah.
That indeed. But what about you personally? What's been you've read probably most, if not all of them so far. So what's been your favorite out of the group?
To be honest with you, my personal favorite is Swamp Thing. I am a huge Scott Snyder fan, and you know this. Huge fan. I'm also a huge Swamp Thing fan. And I thought that he really picked up the ball, and he ran with it, and he told a good story, and it had great artwork by Yannick Paquette, and I just thought it was great. After that, I was a big fan of Jeff Lemire's Frankenstein, Agent of Shade. I thought that was awesome. And the new Batman book by Snyder was smoking, too. That was great. Capullo's art looked great.
I haven't. Sadly, I'm still behind on all of them. I've been gone out of the country for 3 weeks, so I'm still getting caught up. I just read Flashpoint 5 yesterday. Yes, I do. Batman #1 is one of the top on my list.
I think that's one of the best in the line. I really do, and I think that even more so than Justice League, I think Batman #1 is the centerpiece of the entire New 52. And I think that if you were going to give a first issue of one of these books to anybody, I think Batman #1 is the perfect issue. Even though it's set in the present and it picks up after some current stuff, everybody loves Batman, and it's a kick-ass Batman story.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since after Morrison left Batman, the title kind of waned a little bit, and it was just kind of a bunch of fill-in art. So it's nice to see a good, strong Batman title again.
Exactly, most definitely. I mean, there's been little glimmers of hope. Tomasi and Gleason, they did that run on Batman and Robin. That was solid. Snyder's detective run was really good, but it was criminally overlooked. But, I mean, it's nice to see a strong direction for all the Batman books now. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Well, any last comments to any of our viewers out there?
Buy Third Eye or die. Go to thirdeyecomics.com. We have stores in Annapolis, Maryland, and Prince Frederick, Maryland, and who knows where next. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, Steve, for joining with us.
Nice talking to you, Chris.
Thank you for the show.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. It was a good time. Awesome. Good deal. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, man.
Well, there you have it. That's all we got from Annapolis Comic Con. Stay tuned for more great stuff coming from OCDcast.com.